Hey, hi. So today we are going to discuss the very basic microservices Spring is implemented in Spring Boot using Spring Cloud, and we are going to browse through the code. I will explain each and every component as we go through. So let's start. The first thing which we are going to do is to but before I do anything, let me just run all the microservices and show you how it looks like. What is it that we are going to look at? So this is the, as you can see on the screen, this is Cloud Config Server. Um, Let me start it. Run as Spring Boot app. First, we are going to take a look at all the applications after running it, and once we are done with that, we will go ahead and deploy them in the Docker as well. I have not yet deployed them to the Docker. I am going to deploy it as I go on. So you can see the cloud config Eureka has started on port 2222, right? And that is what the application.properties of cloud config servers is. Server.port is 2222. So I should be able to go to the um, localhost 2222, um, and here we have the white label error page. But since it's a cloud config server, so I should go to the uh, I should visit the GitHub profile from where the properties are loaded, right? Properties are loaded. I should go visit that repository. The name of the repo is Eureka server, Eureka-server.properties, which contains these values, right? So inside the browser, I will need to say localhost 2222 Eureka server, and I'm working with the default profile. There are multiple profiles which you can configure in a typical Spring Boot application, right? So here I am working with the default profile, and you can see it's kind of deployed in Docker, and all those things are coming up over here. Cloud config server deployed in Docker. This is exactly the same thing. The other property file I have is a product microservice.yml. It's a YML file, and the name of the file is product microservice. That is, it is the properties file for the product microservice, which is one of the microservice. So I can see over here, in place of Eureka server, um, product microservice ser vic dot product microservice slash default. That's, I am working with the default profile, right? So that is it. And what is this product microservice is the application name. And what was that Eureka server is the application name. You can see if I go to the Eureka server, which is over here inside the bootstrap.properties, the Spring application name is Eureka server, right? That is what it is. And the name of the file is also um, which has been committed to the Git repo. The file which has been committed to the Git repo, the name is also Eureka. The file which is committed is also having the name Eureka server. So where is it committed from? It is committed exactly from uh, this folder. You can see the name of the file locally, which is the file which are maintained. These properties file are maintained locally, and the name is Eureka server.properties and product microservice.yml, right? Which are again committed to the Git repo, which in turn are accessed by this uh, cloud config Eureka Spring cloud config Eureka project, and we are going to consume it. Okay, so product cloud config is running fine. So now let me go and run Eureka server. So run as Spring Boot app. As in this session, I am going to start all the projects and verify that everything is on track. And once I am good with that, I will go and explain each project one by one. I'm not going to code it as of now. The coding part will come in the separate recording which I'm going to do. Then I would be explaining everything in detail. But here we are just going to go through. So Cloud Config Eureka is running at port 1111, right? And where are the properties available for the Cloud Config Eureka? At HTTP localhost 2222. So uh, so all the properties for cloud config, so it's Eureka server are available at HTTP localhost 2222. And what is running at HTTP localhost 2222? Cloud config Eureka server, right? That is what is running at HTTP localhost 2222, right? So, and localhost 2222, that is cloud config server, is pulling in all the properties from the Git repo. Now this Git repo has got two files. One is Eureka server.properties, one is product microservice. Now this Eureka server.properties is following a naming convention wherein this first thing before dot prefix of this file, name of this file dot properties file is same as that of the Spring application name for Eureka server. That is what will tell this Eureka server, okay, go ahead and look for this file in the Git repo connected to the cloud config, right? So with this thing running, let me go and check if everything is fine. Eureka is running at 1111. So local host of 1111. That's where Eureka is running. So Eureka is running fine. Of course, no instances are running because I'm not yet running any microservice or anything else. So let us run each microservice one by one. So let us first run the product microservice, right? So if I take a look at the properties file for the product microservice, the port is 9991 and it wants to look, and the name of the application is product microservice, and all the properties, all the other properties are available at localhost 2222. That's where the cloud config server is running, right? And cloud config server is connecting with the Git repo in order to get all the respective values. So what should be the name of the file on the Git repo which will have all the properties of product microservice? Product microservice.yml or product microservice.properties, both are acceptable, right? So if you go and take a look at the repository, there is something called product microservice.yml which is showing all the values, right? So let us go and run this and see what it gives us. Run as I'm running the product microservice now. So if I go and take a look at the source code of product microservice, that is at the REST controller of the product microservice, what we have over here is the product controller .java, and we have one of the REST endpoint is /root, which in turn is returning the message. And what is this value of the message? Value of the message is welcome.message. Now this welcome.message is coming from the properties file. Where is the properties file? Properties file is over here at the Git repo, and the welcome.message is refreshed Git repo Zuul okay. Right? This is the message. So let us see if we get this message or not. So you can see that product microservice is running good. Let me kind of go and take a look. Tomcat started at port 9991 with for the product microservice, right? So this 1234 is the actuator port. If you can see, there is we have configured the port for the actuator in the product microservice, that is 1234. That's what it is. But product microservice running at port 9991, right? So let us go and take a look at the REST endpoint defined by the product microservice, which is what? This one. And we will also take a look at /all, right? So localhost 9991 root, right? We got this. Okay, and what if I change something inside this um, what if I change this message? What if I change this message? I mean, I change this welcome.message to something else, right? So we should be getting the updated value over here. So we will check it when we individually, when we will check this thing in the video, which will be dedicated to the product microservice. As of now, we are just testing, so whether everything is running fine or not. Other is a /all to get the list of all the get the list of all the products, right? So here we have it, right? So we are getting this thing. Now the value of stock status, that is true or false, will be populated by the inventory microservice, right? So this product microservice is getting in touch with the inventory microservice to get the status, get the inventory status, and depending on the inventory status, it will set the stock status to either true or false, right? This is not hard coded value. This will change dynamically depending on the inventory status of the specific product with the specific product code, right? So let us go and take a look at the inventory microservice now. So here we have it, inventory microservice. You can see, and it is running at port 9992. Now for the inventory microservice, all the properties are here only. We have not uh, transferred the properties to the Git cloud config server, right? They are all available over here only. So let us go and take a look whether it works or not. So run as Spring Boot app. So now product microservice is running. Inventory microservice is something we are attempting to run as of now. So if I go and take a look at the Eureka dashboard, um, we should be getting both these microservices over there, right? So you can see inventory microservice is should be running now, right, at 9992. So let us go and take a look. Let us first see the REST endpoints defined by the inventory microservice. So one of them is this one, /root, and one of them is /all. Let us define them. Let us check them one by one. And the port was 9992, right? 9992. So localhost 9992. We should be getting that message. Welcome to the inventory microservice. This is what is coming from the inventory controller, right? This one. And /all will get us the list of all the inventories. /all. Right. So depending on uh, the product code, you can see the product code of product with the code of P003, the quantity is 0. That's the reason in the product microservice with the P003, the stock status is false. Now if I change this quantity to 1, right, and then I kind of hit all over here, if I get this, it should be true. You want to check that? Okay, hold on, let's see whether both of them are communicating with each other or not. So I will manually go and change this inside the database. And let me check if I have the update thing. I have not defined the um, update. So I won't be able to update using REST endpoint. I will go and manually update it in the database. So I have the database defined in the, it's an H2 embedded database which we are using over here. We are not using MySQL. We are using embedded database, and the console path is /h2. So if I go to localhost 9992 /h2, we should be able to work with the database. So localhost 9992 /h2, that will open the H2 console. You can see, and what is the database name? Inventory microservice, right? That is what it is over here. So let me kind of click on test connection. Everything is fine. Connect. So you can see over here that for the inventory entity, if I click on run, we have this P003 quantity set to 0, right? So let me set it to 1, and let me set this first quantity to 0, that is P001 to 0, right? So P001 is 0 now, and P002, P003, and P004 are having the respective quantities. So ideally, if you go and take a look at the product microservice, you had the stock status of initially, I have not yet refreshed it, stack status of P001 to true, and P003 to false. But now what it should be, as per the database, the stock status of P001 should be false, and P002, P003, and P004 should be true. So let us go and test it out. And I hit enter over here. Yeah, why it is not updating? Hold on. Let me go and take a look at the product microservice once again. Let me see how I have done it. It has been a long time that I have not checked it. Okay, I have to look via code first. I suppose I have to look via code. So let me say slash P001 first. P002. It is working fine in the inventory microservice. In the product microservice, why it is not working? No errors as well. Hey, it won't work now, because I have defined a Zuul over here. You can see it won't work. It will work only after I am done with my Zuul thing. Hold on then. In that case, let me go and start a Zuul proxy now. Run as Spring Boot app, and after that it will work. Sorry for that, guys. It has been quite a long time that I had worked with this code, so I forgot what was done. so many other tasks in between. Sometimes it gets so now with the Zuul running, so let me show you what I mean when I say localhost 8080. So you can see for the Zuul it is running at no, no, not Zuul, yeah, for the Zuul it is running at port 8080, right? And the Zuul prefix is /shop. That's the reason in product TAO you see http localhost 8080/shop. And then I have is what I have then is for accessing the inventory microservice, I have to say in /inventory, that is this path /shop/inventory is mapped with the Spring application name inventory microservice, right? So when I say over here http localhost p9, this one, this will be rewritten as http localhost 8080/shop slash product. This is for the product microservice, right? Slash product, that is what it is, slash product slash p001, in that way. Anyways, we are going to describe, we are going to test it in detail. So let us check it now. It should work now, right? We got it, right? So stock status is set to true before p001. Hold on, let me set it for all now. AWL. Why it is not changing? It should be changing, no? Oh, I have implemented it via web client builder. Hold on. I will have to uncomment a certain part of the code and comment a certain part of the code. I have to work with the REST template again. I will comment this part of the code. Um, Sorry for that, guys. Add block comment, and I have to uncomment this thing. Now it will change, right? Now with this thing in place, everything will work. Everything should work fine. uh, this is the URL, then I'm calling the URL for the inventory response. Everything looks good. Okay, with this thing in place, if I go and test this thing now, everything has been built again, all good. This is auto building because we have dev tools running behind the scenes. There's a dependency for the dev tool setup. That's the reason it is building for every, it is rebuilding for every change which I do. So everything looks good. So if I go and test this now, localhost 9991 slash p001, it has gone blank again. Yeah, stock status is set to false. Now kind of let us go ahead, and there are certain changes in code which I had to make. Slash all once again. So you can see stock status set to false. Now this is p003 is also set to false because I have not yet called it. So let me call it for p003. So stock status set to true, right? So you can see stock status update are happening by calling inventory microservice from product microservice. I have not yet configured it to work with /all. It will this stock status will be updated only when we call the individual product with the respective product code. That is right. So Zuul is also running fine, and we have got the Hystrix dashboard also in case we want to monitor the microservices, right? So let me run it as well. And Hystrix is running at what port? Hystrix is running at port 8081. And in the meantime, you can also go and check the Eureka dashboard. You can see all the microservices are available over here, right? In the dashboard, all the instances are available over here. So dashboard is running at 8081, right? So if I go and take a look at localhost 8081 slash Hystrix. Now here you can this is the Hystrix dashboard. Here you can supply the name of the actuator so as to test the REST endpoints which are having the respective fallback. So you can see inside the product microservice, if you go and take a look at the DAO layer or the inventory microservice, what was that? Let me go and check. Inside the product microservice, for the DAO layer, that is product DAO, we have the fallback method defined, right? Using @Hystrix command. So, and for the product microservice, if you go and take a look at the bootstrap.properties file, the name of the properties file is properties file should be product microservice.yml or .properties at in GitHub. So if you go and take a look at the GitHub, which is this one, product microservice.yml, the management server port is 1234, that is actuator port is 1234. So at 1234 actuator is running. So if I go and take a look at um, that is localhost 1234, you can see 1234 slash actuator will display the list of all the REST endpoints which are available to me to be for monitoring, right? Why? Because actuator is enabled for all the given endpoints. So I will need to use this Control C over here. Now that is for a product microservice, right? Slash Hystrix dot history and monitor. So you can see as we are monitoring the uh, get product by code method, right? So hold on, let me go and kind of call this localhost 9991 slash all, not slash all, slash p001 called once. You can see we got the one graph up over here. You want to check it in real time? I can show you it in the real time. Hold on. 001, 002, 003. You have got 4 products in total, right? So you are able to monitor what is happening, what REST points are endpoints are being called, or what methods are being called in that way. You can create a as complex monitoring system as possible, a real-time monitoring system. So that is it. You can see everything is running fine. And yes, you want to check the Zuul also, right? So if you go and take a look at the Zuul proxy, it is /shop. Now, depending on whether the product microservice REST endpoint, you want to call the product microservice REST endpoint or inventory microservice REST endpoint, you would need to call the respective /shop /product, then the respective endpoint, or /shop/inventory, then the respective endpoint, right? So let us go and test it out. So rather than calling localhost 9991, I should be calling localhost 8080 /shop. slash product slash, that is a welcome message should come. In the same way for the inventory microservice running at 9992 localhost 8080 slash shop slash inventory. Why inventory? Because that is what it is, right? Slash shop slash inventory. These are mapped, right? These are mapped, right? So slash inventory, and here comes the message, right? In the same way, if I go to product microservice again, if I say slash all slash shop slash product slash all, you'll get the list of products, right, with the respective inventory. You can see the respective inventory status. In the same way for the inventory microservice, if you say slash all, you'll get the list of all the product code and the respective inventories, right? If you want to test the whole thing again, so let me kind of go and manually edit the P004 inventory to 0 and P001 inventory to 4. Right, so with this thing in place, we have got a P004 code product code inventory set to 0 and everything else is set to the respective numbers. So if you go and take a look inside the inventory microservice, right, you have it 4510 4510. That was it, right? 4510. Now if you go and take a look at the product microservice, if I say slash all, it won't be updated because it is getting the data from the database of the product related to the product microservice. I will have to go and look for the respective product code. Let us say for P001, it is stock status is true. P002 stock status should be true. Yes, it is. P003 stock status should be true. Yes, yes, it is. And P004 stock status should be false. Here it is. Now with this update, everything of the database inside the for the micro product microservice is also update. Now if I say slash all, we will get the right data. Right, we are getting the right data. False for P004, everything else is set to true. Got it? So everything is running fine. Zuul proxy, Hystrix, everything is fine. No issues as such, right? These are being updated in real time. Eureka ish dashboard is showing all the instances of the microservices or whatever they are linked with, whatever the other utilities we have over here. Right. So with this thing, you can see everything is fine. So now let us go and understand each project. So now let us go and understand each project step by step, right? So we will be understanding cloud config server. I won't be writing the code, but at least I will explain. Coding, hands-on live coding thing, I will be recording a different set of video. We'll be then understanding the product Spring Cloud config Eureka server. We will be understanding then product microservice, inventory microservice, Zuul, and Hystrix. Right? Should be fine. Should not take much time. Good luck. Any queries? Put it in the comment. Yeah. Okay. Good day.